Welcome to part 2 of the Game Week 2 preview, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the changes to my team ahead of this weekend's games. But before that, let's take a quick look back to how my team performed in Game Week 1. At the back, only one clean sheet between my 4 defensive positions, but it was a huge 10-point haul from Ben Foster. 3 saves and 3 bonus points as West Brom held out Palace in a 1-0 win. My 3 defenders each came close to a clean sheet. They only conceded 1 goal apiece. Friend looked especially lively for Middlesbrough and came close to picking up a bonus point despite losing the clean sheet. Moving into midfield, 3 out of the 4 of them got on the score sheet, which is a solid return. Mahrez's points were slightly fortunate, given that he scored a penalty and Vardy was expected to keep penalty duties. The punt on Redmond paid off. He started out alongside Shane Long up front as expected. Eden Hazard played a very good game for Chelsea, had 3 attempts on goal, 2 of which were from inside the area. Again, there was a little bit of fortune in the fact that he scored a penalty when Oscar was expected to be on penalty duties, but Hazard did deserve a goal for the way he played. The only blank in midfield was from Firmino, of course. A bit unfortunate to blank in a game which saw 7 goals, 4 from Liverpool, but Firmino actually had more attempts on goal than Coutinho and Mane, so I still have faith in him. Up front, Aguero did the business as captain, scoring 18 points. Vardy and Gray both blanked, but each had plenty of chances. Vardy had a couple of big chances that he probably should have scored, and Gray had 4 attempts on goal, all from inside the area. So again, I'm keeping faith in both of them for next game week. So it's a solid start to the new season with 68 points. I'm sure there'll be plenty of you that did better than me, but at this stage, as long as you beat the average by around 10 or more points, I think you can be pleased. So now let's look ahead to Game Week 2, and here's the team that I'm planning on putting out. At the back, Foster will retain his place in goal. He's going to start every game for me at the moment. Only one change potentially in my back 3, with Valencia and Stones keeping their places against Southampton and Stoke, and Kingsley coming in for the home game against Hull. It's a tough call on who to bench really, because Friend looked impressive for Middlesbrough, and I wouldn't mind starting him again, but I think I've got to go with Kingsley for the home advantage. In midfield, it'll be the same 4 as last weekend. Mahrez up against Arsenal, and with their defensive problems, conceding 4 to Liverpool, I'm hopeful of some points there. Redmond is away to United, and I did plan on benching him this week when I put my team together, but after his performance in Game Week 1, I think I have to keep him in on form. Firmino is away to Burnley. Liverpool will surely get goals once again, so hopefully Firmino is in the mix this time. And Hazard is away to Watford. They actually conceded the highest number of attempts on goal in Game Week 1, and Hazard looked lively against West Ham, so I'm hoping for big things from him once again. And up front, once again, it's the same front 3. Aguero keeps the captaincy. He's away to Stoke, which isn't the easiest fixture on paper, but they were quite poor against Middlesbrough, and Jack Butland's injury means that Shea Given will likely keep his place in goal. Vardy, of course, is up against Arsenal, so again, I'm hoping he can get back to scoring ways there. And Gray faces a home game against Liverpool, another team that leaked in a few goals last weekend, so hopefully he can get off the mark there. So that's what I'm planning to do this weekend, banking the free transfer and making just one change to my starting 11, with Kingsley coming in to replace Friend. But as always, I will post my confirmed final team on Twitter prior to the deadline, just in case I do decide to make any changes. So let me know in the comments what you think to my team, and also how you got on in Game Week 1, and any changes you're planning to make for Game Week 2. Also, remember the deadline for Game Week 2 will be at 7 PM on Friday, as there's a Friday night game between United and Southampton. And just before I sign off, I want to quickly mention that FPLtips will be teaming up with the Fantasy Football Pundits to bring you a new joint league on the Football Survivor game. If you're not familiar with the game, it's basically a last man standing style game where you select a team each week that you think will win their match. You lose lives when your selected team loses or draws, and you can only pick each team once. It's free to play, so definitely get involved, as there will be a prize for the winner, which will be a World Football shirt of your choice. The league will start in time for Game Week 3, and there's a link in the description below for anyone who would like to join in.